MacLeod everybody, and welcome back to the LiveCraftMine server. So as you saw in the speed up sequence, I've been running through the nether. I've been trying to get the new blocks. I have a bunch of them because I have some plans for them. This is also I'm over by my farm here because holy crap, is the food situation terrible. I mean, just absolutely horrible. I mean, I seem to be going through food like there's no tomorrow here. It's really bad. Something has been tweaked at some point along the way here, and it's been pretty rough going, especially on the server. And you know, even with all this food staring me in the face, it's still been a rough time here. I'm cooking up some potatoes so that they are here and ready to go. As you can see, Swedish has been busy as usual. This guy's got a good eye for colors, man. Dark oak wood, the purple windows, the stone bricks, very nice indeed. And it looks like all my crops are doing pretty good here. I got the watermelons going. The cocoa beans are growing like there's no tomorrow. You may or may not notice a quality difference in this episode. Well, first of all, I should explain a few things. Number one, this is probably going to be a relatively short episode. We'll see, because I have a lot to talk about, and it is getting very late. But we'll see what I can do here. I don't necessarily need to edit. Oop, that was not intended. I don't necessarily need to edit this video tonight, which is good. This is the second attempt at recording. I actually had recorded an entire episode. It's about 30 minutes long, and I was right at the end. I was just about to say my goodbyes, and kaplow, the game crashed. For some reason, Minecraft has been doing this recently, where it just plain crashes out on me. Usually after I've recorded about half an hour footage, usually at the most inconvenient times it could possibly do it. Crashes the entire computer and I can't control it anymore, and the video ends up corrupted because I have to do a hard reset on the computer. So I lose all that footage, and I have lost all that footage. This happened once before, it's happened again. It's really a pain in the ass. What I've done this time around is, since it happened recently, I'm actually recording this episode with DxTory, so there might be a actual quality improvement. It really depends. See this rain here. This is when it starts. As soon as it starts raining, I start having problems for some reason. I will be very glad when 1.8 is released and we get out of these snapshots, because it seems to be only the snapshots that I've been having this problem with. Let's see if we can reset it, since we are the only ones on the server right now. Which is kind of a shame, because the last time I was recording about an hour or two ago, there was a lot of people on the server. It wasn't just me. So it's sad. It's sad because every time I seem to record, there's nobody around. But actually, there was a ton of people on, and it is still a very jumping server, even more so than normal, I would say, at least for a Monday night. Anywho. You can see I've been doing some more work on the farmhouse here. It's obviously just plotting things out, just to see how tall things are going to be and where everything's going to rest and settle. And I wanted to just sort of get the walls up a little bit so I can see where I'm going to put the stained glass window at, and where it will be visible from down here, so on and so forth. Nothing too crazy going on there. It is how I usually do things, since I'm not planning things out in creative anymore, really. I should plot things out in creative, but it gets tedious, you know. I kind of feel like, you know what, I've got enough throwaway resources here that I can at least plot it out here with blocks that I'm not going to use in the real build, and then see what it looks like, and then just move from there. So that is what I've been doing. Especially with the repair mechanics now, it's easier to just repair all my enchanted stuff. Alright, we got these potatoes cooking. I really want to move them over into that chest, but I don't have any room in my inventory to do those things. So as I promised in the last episode, I'm not going to work on the farmhouse this time around. I'm going to work on the landscape around the library here. And as you can probably see on your screen, I started working on it and recording as I was going, and that's the recording that I actually lost here. But first things first, I've leveled this ground out. I put all kinds of filler dirt in here. And then I started playing around with some designs here, which is why I have all these new bricks in my inventory right now, because I ran out of them as I was doing stuff, as you can see. Oh, I don't have any more quartz, though. That is the one thing I forgot to get. I was in the nether, too, and I forgot to go pick up some quartz, but whatever. That can also be filled in as we go. So what I was trying to do was come up with sort of a nice area outside the library here where you could kind of sit down and maybe read your books or whatever, have some benches along here. And I've been just playing with the different blocks to see which ones fit in, and I'm actually kind of like this. It's different. It's something different. I got the end stone, I've got the stone slabs, I've got the quartz, I've got the diorite, polished diorite, regular stone bricks, polished andesite, polished granite, stone slabs again, and then it repeats over this way. The problem here is that this is actually, I believe this whole thing is odd, but the inside portion here is even, which wasn't really what I intended to do, but because I wanted to put a statue in here somewhere. Now that I'm looking at the actual pattern, though, I'm thinking, you know what? I don't want a statue here. I think maybe I want to extend this further out, all the way back here, and have something back here as a place to sit down. It'll be just kind of a nice long path here. I'll have stuff along the path. The problem is that it's pretty close to it skirts pretty close to the library, but I think it's not. I think I can do it without it looking terrible in the process. So actually, I have an iron shovel now with me that I just enchanted a moment ago, and we'll just work and talk as we go, because rather than cut away and have this thing crash on me again, I'm kind of trying to, you know, pare down my time, or just, you know, bide my time here, and just make this episode go by a little bit quickly, so that I can, so I don't have the computer crash again on me. Really, really frustrating, as you can imagine. Very, very frustrating. And Minecraft so far is the only game that has been demonstrating this, and only since the snapshots. So I don't know. Correlation does not necessarily equal causation, but it's whatever it is. It's really making me unhappy, an unhappy memory. Let me just throw some of this dirt away, because I'm always seem to be in need of dirt, so I might as well store it up while I'm here. Very good. Is there anything? No. Okay. Just wondering if I had left anything in there. At some point, I'll start working on the roof there as well. As I mentioned, I was going to do it in creative mode, but I'm thinking now, since I have an abundance of stone or silk touch picks, I'm thinking I'm going to just do it live, and just because then I can just pick things up that I don't like as I go. So that is my thought there. Now I'm wondering here whether I should. I don't think I should repeat the end stone pattern. I think I should just pick up again with the next blocks here, which would be the stone slabs, which is why I need why I needed that stone to be cooked up. And just continue it that way, and then I'll grab my end blocks that I have still, and keeping on with that. Oh, I had some already. That's right, because I picked those up from another thing. So you've probably noticed a bunch of stuff on my channel going on. Now, what did I do here? I do need endstone right there. Actually, let me go grab that. Do I have any room for? Yeah, I do. It's just I have to get rid of these seeds. So you probably noticed a lot of changes on my channel. Obviously, I posted a channel update, which I try to do every couple months, you know, just so everybody knows what's going on. It just so happens the last two have been to announce that I'm making major scheduling changes. What was I looking for? My end blocks. Right, where did I put those at? Sand and stone. Here it is. Got a lot more sand too. I have to put that to use for glass at some point. So what the hell have I been doing with my channel? What's going on? As I mentioned, I'm trying to move to a more traditional YouTuber schedule by having multiple episodes per week of some series. There will be some series that I'm just going to continue with the one episode per week because I feel like they lend themselves better to just one episode a week. But I'm also going to have main, quote-unquote, main series that I will be... Oops, I didn't want that. That I will be uploading twice a week. It turns out, you know, I was always afraid of it because it's one of those things where I always feel like I'm not going to have enough time to do it, to record 2 episodes at once and have them ready to go for the entire week, or even, you know, 3 episodes if I wanted to do a major 3 episode a week thing, which has crossed my mind, believe it or not. Not for anything I'm working on yet, though. So that was, you know, there's always that fear in my mind about that I'm not going to be able to sustain it. I'm going to get myself in a situation that I can't easily rectify with having other, you know, other episodes or other series going. So, but I'm a little bit more, I guess, a little bit more confident now with that I'm going to be able to sustain the pattern that I'm doing. And actually, having started to sort of plot out what I need to record and what I don't need to record and all that stuff, it turns out I actually have a lot more time to do other things like my side quest videos where I actually look at indie games and all that stuff. So hopefully you'll be seeing some more of those. Plus it frees up my schedule a little bit. Let me make sure I count this right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay. I thought it was all even. So this is 1 on the next thing. So I need 18 here, or 17 more. 1, 2. All right. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. There we go. Now everything is falling into place. So if you don't follow me on Twitter, I did announce on Twitter that there's going to be additional changes to the channel. You've probably already noticed some of them. But there's also some that you probably haven't noticed yet. Pub crawl, for one thing, I've decided to, I'm going to say put it on hiatus, but really it's probably going to be, the series is probably over. And it's not that I didn't enjoy the series. I really did. I really did enjoy doing it. But I feel like my perception of what would work on YouTube versus what would work on Twitch versus other things of that nature was off. And I feel like I need to re-examine and really look back at how other YouTubers do things, how other Twitchers do things, and just, you know, really evaluate as to why that works and why it's successful. And so that's what I've done. I've basically said, you know, the multiplayer stuff seems to be something that is more popular on Twitch than on YouTube. So that is why I'm going to focus on multiplayer stuff on Twitch mostly, which means, you know, I'll continue my live streams of LiveCraftMine, obviously, because it's multiplayer. But then I'll do, you know, if I do other streams, I will do them as multiplayer games and not single player games, because I was trying to stream some single player games there, like Deus Ex and whatnot, and not very popular. It's not a very popular thing. Apparently, most people who stream stuff stream them as multiplayer stuff and not single player games, unless they're doing some long form work, like Kurt will often stream Kerbal Space Program stuff because, you know, you have to do a lot of prep work off camera, but he also has a lot of a following as well, so he can sort of get away with that more than someone like me who's got nobody but myself. Nobody but myself. Very, very lonely. So until I can get a following like that, I'll have to stick to the more traditional methods of doing things. And then, as far as YouTube is concerned, it does not appear that variety shows do very well on YouTube. You know, my idea was that, you know, since I was having a variety channel, having a variety show where I just kind of pop in and out of various games and just, you know, every week, like have some rotation going, and every week just have a different video from a different game, but with the same sort of pattern, would be something that is different, but you know, appreciate it on YouTube. And it doesn't seem like that's the case, honestly. It really doesn't. Of all my series, that had probably the least number of views, and I started to get some downvotes as well, which leads me to believe that, since I don't usually often get that many, that leads me to believe that I'm doing something that people don't really like, which is fine. I can acknowledge that, and I freely acknowledge that I am just pulling stuff out of the air and hoping that it works. And when it doesn't work, it doesn't work. That's just the way it goes. Plus, on top of that, it's not just a downvote thing. On top of that, it's also I'm always sort of complaining that I don't have a lot of time to. Well, that's another shovel down the drain. I'm often complaining how I don't have as much time as I would like to record things, and you know, I have a lot of games that I actually really want to dig into and really want to play, and I just can never seem to fit them into my schedule. So by freeing it up that way, I also sort of free up my schedule a little bit. Not an incredible amount by any stretch of the imagination, but it's enough that I can make some changes and some progress and other things like that. So that being said, another piece of feedback I got from my... Oh, this is not the right section to do that on. Another piece of feedback I got on as a comment on my channel update video is that I don't, you know, for a variety channel, I don't actually do any AAA games. And there's a reason for that. The reason for that is that I am very scared. Very, very scared of AAA publishers, because they tend to be the ones that have lots of lawyers who are looking for an excuse to get paid, and do not hesitate to shut down channels when they feel like they want to, for very small, relatively small infringements. So that is why I've always been kind of scared, and in fact, every time I upload my the game that I'm playing, which is Mirror's Edge, really the second AAA game that I'm playing, but the first one that's, you know, relatively new and not abandoned for that matter. It's every time I upload one, I'm like, okay, when's the copyright trolls going to hit me? when am I going to lose my channel because I did this? So still lots of fear in my brain case, but it's so far so good. Everything's going well. Knock on wood, knock on grass. So hopefully that will continue. I really enjoy Mirror's Edge, and there's a lot of AAA games that I do enjoy. It's just, you know, I've always been kind of afraid to upload them. So I'm going to overcome that and just wing it and see what happens, see what I can do. Let's see, what's the next? The next row is diorite in the corners, polished diorite in the corners, and then whatever that is. quartz, that's what it was. But since I don't have any quartz on me, I will just put the stone bricks there. So where is my polished diorite at? Is this it? This is my andesite. That's not what I wanted. Oh, here's my stone bricks. Okay, so let's put these down first. That is not the correct hotbar section. Let's try that again. I thought I heard a zombie there for a minute. Okay, and then we will get the diorite, some polished diorite going here. Very good. I guess I can. Well, I'm going to need to eat at some point here because my eating is low. So let's do that right now. This guy is going to be a pain. Get out of here, guy. And let's get rid of that string. I do not need it. I need that though. And we shall eat. So that's kind of what's going on with my channel. As I said, I've discontinued pub crawl. Mirror's Edge will be Mondays and Saturdays. Right, yeah, Mondays and Saturdays will be Mirror's Edge, and then Tuesdays and Thursdays will be Ethereum going forward until Ethereum is done for, which is going to be a while. I actually recorded a few more episodes. I had some trouble. I ran into some problems with being basically sucking at the game. So there's some interesting times coming. Let's see. I need the andesite. Actually, I can. Well, no, that is finished. So polished andesite here, which extends all the way back, right? If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, to where the quartz would be. So we go right here with our polished andesite. Where is it at? Just had it. Did I not have it? Yeah, here it is. Okay. And what else? Oh, I been talking with the guys a lot on the live stream. Had a nice live stream on Friday night. A bunch of the guys from the server came on and just were chatting along all night, all night long, chatting along. And that's a lot of fun. These guys on the server here are a great bunch of guys. I really like playing on here. It makes playing on the server worth my time, worth my efforts. Being a guy that really did not play hardly any Minecraft multiplayer until this series, really. Let's see, did I? Okay, I put some. I know I have some more of that, some more stone bricks. I just put them away, I think. So let's get the polished granite going here, and it's like that, and then so it's 4 or 2, and then 3, 2, and then 3 is what we will do. 2, and then that's not the right one. Let's get the right thing on the bar. 2, and then 3. That's wow. How can I make that any worse than what I just did there? 1, 2, and 3. Oh, nope, wrong one. So cool. And as I said, this is going to be a shorter episode because I've already recorded for a bunch and lost a bunch. It's no fault of your own, but it is frustrating for me. Quite a bit frustrating for me. And what I'm hoping to do here is, as I mentioned, I'm hoping to have this road extend up there, and then I'm going to do like a little area up there, like a square area, not a circular area, but another square area up there, and probably have some similar pattern going, if not slightly switch it up a bit. And then I want to make a statue as well. It'll be the first statue I've made since the alpha days, so it's going to really suck quite a lot. But you know, I'm not a great builder as far as having an eye. This right here is just I have no idea how I pulled that out of my butt. I really don't. I really don't. Of course, it helped that I looked at some pictures on Google and then tried to like picture something in my mind's eye. But it's still. Oh, you know what? That's not really what I needed. I did need it, but I didn't need it. I needed the stone, which I kind of passed up for some reason. Let me go grab that again. So yeah, a talky episode, just because. You know, there's not much I can do about it. I had this whole beautiful cut where I was going to cut away and come back, and you're going to see all this nice road in front of your face, and yep, nope. that whole thing was Rwanda. So let's just finish this portion up, and then we will call it an episode here. Although I'm just going to put the stone bricks down here for right now until I have some quartz put down in here. I do have some quartz lying around. I just haven't made it up yet. So I'll just do that for a moment. Plus it'll let me see some variations on the theme as well. And oh, I need a workbench. A workbench would be awesome at the moment. Cool. And get this stone going here. Just throw that out for a moment. Oh, that is all I can do with that, huh? All right. And then okay, cool. Come back here. And we'll just get these down. We need 3 more, right? 3 more rows. Where did I put that stuff at? Here it is. 3 more rows, or 2 more rows here, and then wait, am I doing this right? Was it 3? 3. Huh. I feel like I've miscalculated here somewhere. Did I make this one too far? I must have, because it's not lining up properly. Yeah, because these should be here, right? Right? Wait a second. Yeah, because these are butted up against the quartz, which this is, so quartz is here, right? And then that, and then 3, and this, and then 3, and then this, and then, yeah. Yeah, I made this one too far here, apparently. That's strange and interesting. But that's okay. I can actually, all I have to do is really move these, and move this end stone here. Alright, well, it's, you know, it's fixable. It is fixable. Actually, those should stay on the ends, right? So this comes across this way. Hopefully, if it will cooperate. Whoops, that's not what I want. And then the end stone, which I have not picked up. Let me just throw these sticks out. Pick up this end stone. Should be on this side. Am I right? Let me think. Yeah. Yeah, that should be it. Cool. And then this will be all quartz here. So grab this up. Quartz and the polished diorite, which I can't pick up. Where's my polished one? Here we go. And that, and that, and then the rest will be quartz, so I'll just put the, probably should just left it down there. Left the stone bricks on there, but whatever. There we go. Now we're cooking with gas. Excellent. All right, I actually think this is turning out kind of nice. I mean, I just kind of slapped a few things down and didn't really know what they would look like, and I actually am kind of impressed with my work here. I do say so myself. Just have a lot of blocks I need to fill in. But that will do it for this episode of the LiveCraftMine server. Apologies on not having a whole lot of building done, but again, lost a lot of footage there. But thank you for watching, everybody, and I will see you in the next episode.